Right, and there we go, welcome back. I know I fucked it, well I didn't fuck it up actually. I was highly appetized last night and I was just not able, right, to complete the dish, right. So, you know, even the experts get it wrong, alright. So, what's going on? What are we doing? Okay. We are going to be doing, I'm going to do the Bombay potatoes, alright? Now, first thing I want to do is I want to chop up some garlic. That little one will start off over there. So yeah, so I just got basically to a point last night. I mean, it was like 10 o'clock at night and I was like on part 3 and I thought, fucking hell. You know, because I didn't realise how quick the time went, to be honest with you. So I just thought, right, I've still got, no, everything else is basically done. The chapatis are done, the curry's done, the rice is mostly done. That's over there, as you can see. I thought, well, I've still got the bloody Bombay potatoes to do, and I've still got to finish off the bloody rice, like this bloody bit of garlic skin. Come on! Oh my days. Yeah, so and I thought, well, you know, if I carry on, you know, you're looking at like probably like 11 o'clock at night before I even fucking like serve it up. And I wasn't that hungry, to be honest with you. I am hungry now. I've had nothing to eat since yesterday morning. So yeah, so I am going to be a little bit sparse on the food front. So there we go. I mean, I've managed to grab some chips at work, but they've got a new policy at work now. If you've got to do 10 hours to get any food. One of the chefs said, you know, do you want to stay till 7 just to get some food? I went, well, no, obviously, because I'll just go home and have me fucking dinner, you wanker. So, you know what I mean? I'm only fucking around. I'm only playing. So, yeah, there we go. Right, anyway, issues on the bike, right? So we all know that the bike had battery issues last week. I've got a charger off me boss at work. So I charged it up. I think it must have been this Tuesday last week. And I noticed by Friday that the battery power was, like when I started the bike, it was a bit weaker by Friday, and I was like, oh fucking hell, here we go. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be next, isn't it? And I'm like, oh right, okay. Well, I just forgot about it over the weekend, and because I was doing this video yesterday on Sunday, I basically I didn't think there was any need to go down and check the bike and see, or take the battery out of the bike and maybe see if it needed recharging, because I'm thinking, nah, it'll be alright. Nah, I went to, no, it'll be alright tactics. And then I woke up this morning and I felt it's a little bit colder, isn't it? Shit. And if you've got a weak battery or anything like that, especially on a bike, because they're only little, they're not like car batteries, they're tiny, right? And I thought, well, right, it's quite cold. It's not quite cold, but it's colder. So obviously, normally I leave my gaff at a certain time. So I basically got ready about 20 minutes earlier, and went to go and start the bike, and she said computer said no. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, right, so basically what I think it's, I mean, so I had to walk to work, and then I had to walk back home from work. None of the fuckers at work would give me a lift home. Absolutely amazing. Do you know what I mean? I asked one of the waitresses, Karen, and said, oh, could you give me, would you mind giving me a lift home? And she's like, oh no, because I'll go the other way, don't I? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm only like 5 minutes down the fucking road. Like literally, in your car, it would literally take... I've done it on my bike, right? Obviously going slightly quicker. It's quicker than I can peel this fucking onion skin. It's getting on my tits. Just come off. Come on. Jesus Christ. So, I've mullered the onion because the onion skin was being a wanker. A wanker. So yeah, but no, it's like, no, I'll go the other way. Yeah, I know, but, oh, right, whatever, I'm like, fine, okay. Like, these fucking people, do you know what I mean? It really pisses me off sometimes. You know, like, you'll be there, you'll be at work, right? And they'll come in, and it's like, to all the chefs, oh, hello, whatever, all right, and all that stuff. But to the geezers on the washing up the pots, like, nothing. Like, fuck off, been there 4 years. You know, you just think, what the fuck is the point? It's fucking ridiculous, it really is. It's like, you just don't get any recognition because you're washing up. And it's like, it's just such bullshit, it really pisses me right off. Anyway, so, yeah, so that was that. So I had to walk home. And then obviously, as soon as I've got home, I've like, come up into my flat, got my tools. Or got my tools, my boss's tools actually, because I've had to borrow them as well, because I've got no fucking tools. Take the battery out of the bike, it's just charged, so the battery has charged, right? So, I don't know what it is, I don't know if it's the battery itself, or it's the bloody alternator, and I've cut these onions up slightly wrong, but never mind. I'm just hacking them up because, you know, I've just had one of those days, you know, I just thought, oh, fucking here we go. Like, I'm trying to create, like, I'm trying to, like, you know, like the float jar trick I talked about a while ago? Well, that's obviously on bloody hold, because I've got a big electricity bill that I've got to pay off. So that's going to bollocks me for this coming month. November, right? So I'm thinking, well, I'd rather skint myself then and have maybe some money for Christmas. Like, if I get, you know, if I've got an extra, say, 100 quid, I'm lucky, right? So, and then I'm thinking, well, and now, I mean, because the bike won't pass the MOT next year because there's the front left fork seal is leaking. So it's like, oh wow, this is just like, so I'm going to have to save up for that. So the float jar trick is sort of like been sort of put on hold really. I was hoping I could hold it off until about February, but I think even then might be fucked up, I don't know. I mean, a new alternator for that bike is about 120 quid. It's not buying it, it's paying the fuckers to fit it, isn't it? So, right, okay, right, let's get on with this. Right, I'm going to put some fenugreek in. Now I haven't got a lot of this, but luckily, might just put it all in. I'll leave it out because it will remind myself that I've got to get some more. Right, okay, not now at the moment, I'll have to get it next week because I've got I'm literally down to about, I think I'm down to about 8 quid or something stupid like that. So, right, I'm going to put in some oil this and I'm going to put in a little bit of butter as well. So let's just do that. Right, I would put in some ghee, but I haven't got any ghee. So that's why I haven't put it in, obviously. Stating the bleeding obvious there, aren't I? So yeah, so you know, a bit of a pain in the arse. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's why one of the reasons why I'm still at the job where I am. If anything goes wrong with the bike, it doesn't matter, you just walk into work. It only takes about 30 minutes. So, it's handy on that front, but, you know, it is what it is, isn't it, you know. The only way that I can actually get a bit of money for myself is literally just up to me on how I maybe budget on certain things, I don't know. Right, okay, so let's concentrate on what we're doing. So I'm doing the, that's for the fucking rice, isn't it? Oh, what a cock. Right, I fucked up a little bit. We're doing the potatoes, sorry, I do apologise. Right, so we're going to do the potatoes first. Alright, the Bombay potatoes. Right, I'm going to use these potatoes that you get in a jar. Alright, so that's what I'm going to go for. So, and the reason being is because I have got some potatoes, but I haven't got a lot. So I need to be, like I said, like I'm like well skint now. So I've got like 2 weeks of POV ahead of us, right? So I've got 2 weekends of utter POV ahead, and we need to just be careful and see how it goes. Right, I'm going to put in about two teaspoons of puree. Right, that's going to be enough. Right. So yeah, so a bit of a yeah, and it weren't too bad at work today. It actually went fairly quick. So yeah, it was fairly busy, which is nice. Obviously, because if it ain't that, I mean, when it's not busy, I do start panicking a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think that's going to be. I think that's too much bloody water. And not enough for a tomato. I'm going to put some more tomato puree in it. And it's looking like, to me, a little bit too weak. So, I mean, I probably won't need to use this again anyway. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to treat that like toothpaste, you can always cut it open and get some more out. If you're desperate for things, mate, sometimes in these poverty situations, this is not a poverty special, by the way, obviously. Let me check my camera to make sure that's not dropping down like a knob. But do you know what I mean? You want to be, like, careful, so there we go. Right, okay, I'm going to leave that there. Right, let's sort this out. So, before we do anything, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a teaspoon, which we've got here. So I'll just use that. Right, we want about a teaspoon of mustard seeds in. They're not frying very much, are they? It needs to be a bit of a, I need to have a little bit of a sizzle going on there. Would be quite nice. That would carry on. Right, we've got some curry leaves here. We'll just whack some of them in as well. There we go. I've got no idea what the curry leaves are going to fucking do, but I'm sure they are going to be doing its thing anyway. So yes, there we go. Right, potatoes. Yeah, so I thought, well, why don't we just use these? I mean, actually, I might just do them whole, innit? I might just do them whole, to be honest with you. Why is that not really sizzling? That should be giving it a bit of a fry. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's whack these. They're not exactly frying, are they? Come on, fucking stuff. For God's sake, it's all your life out. Oh, this bloody oven, you have to really whack this, because it's electric. Obviously, it's quite. Right, now it's going to go too high, obviously, because it's a donut. Right, so let's get them not burnt. Now it's just going ridiculous. Right, now it's like giving me all sorts of grief. Okay. Right, okay, I'm going to put the garlic in. Oh, bloody hell. I'll whack that in now. Right, okay, now I'm going to add in the rest of the spices. So I'm going to put in some Kashmiri chili powder stuff. Right, fennel seeds. Alright, cumin seeds, get them in. Right, don't burn your fucking spices. Right, the dressed curry powder, that's going in. Right, and turmeric is going in also. There we go. Just get it in. Right, okay. Just cook them out a little bit. Right, obviously we don't want to burn any of this, so just keep it moving about. We just need to cook them spices up first before we do anything. Alright. Right, okay. In with tomato puree. Also I've got to get out is coriander. Mustn't forget that. Yeah, I keep forgetting the fucking onion was for the bloody rice, wasn't it? So we'll be doing that in a minute. I want to get these barges done first, really. So let's get this up now. I want to get this heat right up and get it bubbling away. So we've got a nice, hopefully, I mean, do you know what? I think I will cut them in half because I think it'll just give, if we do them like diagonally, it'll just give it a more bigger surface area, won't it, I suppose. Let's just do that. There we go. I'm doing it on the quick because we are slightly unprepared. So, I mean, yeah, that tin of potatoes is only like about 79p or something. So, right, let's get them in. There we go. That's the potatoes. That's the Bombay potatoes. Hopefully. Really cooking off there quite fiercely, is it? Like with this situation, you don't want fierce cooking, you know. I mean, we had that with the chapatis yesterday. Let's just get it nicely mixed in with the fucking sauce. There we go. It's on a full whack. It is on a full whack, so. That's nice, and we're basically all we're doing is just heating these through. Really, that's all you're doing. You know, we'll cook them down a little bit. There we go. Right. So I need some more garlic tonight for. Right, I haven't got a lot of garlic left, to be honest with you. So for the rice, I'm going to use my garlic paste. That should be fine. I've got enough, which I have. So we'll just use the garlic paste for the rice. The rice is well easy. All it is onion, garlic paste, your mixed curry powder, and everyone's a winner really, to be honest with you. That's about it. Right, now what we've got to do. That I have not forgotten, it's just I've just left it a special time and these tomatoes have to go in. Alright, let's lower that heat right down now. And we just want them tomatoes to just wilt, basically. You know, we don't want to cook them completely through, they're just wilting to be part of that dish. Alright, that's all it is. So we're just going to be putting a bit of heat through them. Right, let's put a bit of salt in now. Alright, we're going to put a little bit of sugar. There we go, so that's a little bit of white sugar in there. And that'll just help to give a nice sort of caramelistic situation on that. Alright, we'll lower that back down again. Okay, so let's let's get our coriander. Right, I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to turn that off as well. So we're going to turn that off now. Right, okay. I don't know how much coriander we need to put in, but we'll just put some in there. Probably need a little bit more actually. I've only got the rest as garnish, do you know what I mean? So it's not like the end of the world. There we go. Let's get this moved round. Let's get it shifting. Don't chuck the coriander all over your oven. Right. Probably needed I probably could have done with a little bit more sauce, to be honest with you. We put a little bit of water in that. Just a little bit. That's it. Yeah, a little bit of water sometimes helps the sauce. Because don't forget, I know, you know, the sauce, you know, when you see how the sauce is depleting or whatever, all it is it's just the water evaporating out of the sauce. So if you rehydrate it, it will come back to life. Do you know what I mean? You just gotta, you know, it's just a case of being able to play with the food, really, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? There we go. Right, that's fine. I'm gonna leave that over there to just do its thing, really. I'm not concerned about that. Right, now the rice. So we need to whack this to get this wok up to temperature. So while we're waiting for the wok to go up to temperature, I'll see you in a little second. Right, okay, so we've got the wok up to temperature. So in goes the onions. Let's get them babies in. There they go. They're in, like it or lump it. Right, so we just want to get these mixed around now. Okay. Right, I'm going to whack the temperature up a little bit. Now you don't want the temperature to get too high because in here I put in oil and some butter. Alright, so I mean you could put what's the oil I've got? I've just got some sunflower oil. You can put coconut oil in here if you want. I've got coconut cream block and ice. So I was thinking that's what I think I bollocks up the other night actually. But you know we started again, and I did actually put onions in my Vindaloo, didn't I? Fuck's sake, why did I do that? I was so pissed that I didn't even know what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? So you just want to get to the point where these onions are starting to just get a little bit translucent, alright? Right, now I'm going to put this garlic. Now it might splutter a little bit, alright? It might do, it might not, I don't know. I think it will. So we get that nicely mixed in. Yeah, so this was a little bit of I was just a little bit unexpected yesterday of how long this took. But don't forget, once I do the videos, I watch them back to make sure like they're okay or whatever. Yeah, so I'm going to put in about, there we are, some of that. So that's basically the curry mixture. So I don't need that now, I better stir it before it fucking burns, isn't it? Let's turn that down. Right, and now it's just chucking the rice, let's just do it. There you go, that's in. There we are, and that's it really. So we're just going to mooch that around. Alright, get it all mixed in there. Okay. turn it up a little bit. You want to make sure this rice is heating through, okay? So, because obviously I've done this yesterday, didn't I? For all the people who are actually watching. I've done it yesterday. So it's been in the fridge, so it is cold. So we just need to, right, I think that's fine. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn the whole thing off. Right, okay, so that's cool, that's fine. The curry's made. I'm gonna just put the mic on. I've got the chapatis in the microwave, so we're gonna get them ready. And basically, I mean, we're basically almost done, right? We're literally almost done. I'm gonna get all this ready, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we go. We are ready. Well, we'll dig in first with the chapatis. Or the chapatis. Okay, so they're all nicely done. So we've got, I don't know how many we've got quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Right, we got the pilau rice. I was going to decorate with stuff, but then I thought, well, I just can't be arsed. No, all the flavours are in there. It's really lovely. And it's fine. It's fine. But we've got the Bombay potatoes. I think they've worked out quite well, them tin potatoes for the Bombays, actually. I'm quite impressed with them. Them tomatoes are going to be lovely, because they're not overcooked or anything like that. But yes, that's quite nice. I like that. So them chapatis, they are, look at that little shine on them. I mean, I've got loads there. This is going to be a meal fit for a king. Right, and then the Vindaloo. Right, there we go, the Vindaloo itself. It's spicy, let me say that. It's pretty spicy. Look at the fucking state of that. Even my camera's juttering at the fault. He's thinking, well, tomorrow in the morning is going to be interesting, let me say that. Let's get a nice close up without me. Just create a bloody shadow, don't I? So there we go. So that is it. So hope everyone's enjoyed. Yeah, the Vindaloo, chicken Vindaloo, pilau rice, Bombay potatoes, and chapatis. Done. Right, I'll see. We'll do a quick sweep through. Just at the Victors. There you go, look at that, all that. Even the chilies glimmering at us, look. Look at that. Right, that's a winner. Vindaloo fucking dinner. See you later.